Hello there everybody, Mimi Mulkins here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Professor Layton vs Ace Attorney. Last time we entered the Great Archive, got the Grand Grimoire, I think it is. Never mind. Anyway, we opened up this door and now we're gonna go in. I said now we're gonna go in. Thank you. Hey there, Riddle, how are you doing? Okay, I need to get in my Layton voice. This place appears to be some sort of historic site.
It's amazing to think a place like this could exist under the library. I wonder when it dates from.
Well, to me it looks like about 1000 BC. Why do you ask?
Ah, that mural. It can't be.
What? What's wrong with it? Dragon breathes fire. Oh, there's something written here, but the letters are too worn out. Riddle, what do you have to say to this?
This wall painting is a bit scary, isn't it? A monster attacking a burning town.
Oh, really? That's a monster? Oh, I thought it was some kind of magic. You know, some kind of giant woman. Oh, there we go. Layton noticed it. There's also a woman hurling fire. I suppose she must be a witch. Yeah.
That woman is the Great Witch.
Mister?
This certainly doesn't bode well. A painting of the Great Witch here.
Do you know anything about the witch in this painting? Well, she was great, and she was a witch. Yeah, that's just about all we know.
You don't know about the Great Witch? How can that be possible for a man of your learning?
Well, that's...
Never mind. I'm sure you must have your reasons.
Yes, we do, and we don't wish to tell them to you. I don't wish to pry. Oh, you're a polite lady, aren't you? You're a polite young lady. I appreciate that. Would you mind perhaps telling us a bit about this witch? I just told you she's great and she's a witch. Oh, Riddle's going to tell us more.
This woman in the painting is the Great Witch Bezella.
Bezella, Espella, yep. Espella is Bezella. I can see it coming. That's going to be the plot twist.
And this painting depicts the infamous legendary fire that she caused.
The legendary fire. Yes, not the Great Fire of London. I keep on positioning the camera in different places, I'm sorry. She is the witch in charge of all witches, whose very existence poses the greatest threat to Labyrinthia. Sorry, the Great Witch Bezella cannot be considered the same as the other witches. No, because she's great and she's a witch. She's the root of all Labyrinthia's woes. Sick. The Great Witch Bezella. Well, we're in for a wonderful time, aren't we? What do you mean by the root of all Labyrinthia's woes?
The reason for all of Labyrinthia's suffering at the hands of the witches.
Don't know what that is, don't care.
Lies at the very existence of the Great Witch Bezella.
Yeah, we can tell by that name. Espella's gonna turn out to be the Great Witch near the end of the game. Seriously, you can tell by just saying the name. Bezella, Espella. Espella's gonna be the Great Witch. Would you mind elaborating?
The Great Witch Bezella is the source of all the other witches. As long as she exists, there will be no end to the other witches.
Sorry?
While the Great Witch Bezella is with us, the townspeople will forever live in fear, under the shadow of the witches.
Oh, I need to stop doing that with the camera. So it's just really hard to read the text and position the camera at the same time.
So you mean that if there were no Great Witch, there would be peace?
No Great... Wrong voice.
No Great Witch? That's easy enough to say. While all of the knights have been searching for Bezella, nobody has ever been able to find her. There are very few clues and no one has ever seen her in person. Nevertheless, the Great Witch Bezella is undoubtedly present in Labyrinthia.
How can you be so certain? Because this is a Capcom and level 5 game. Plot points cross.
Because her deep claw marks can still be seen throughout the town.
Claw marks, you say?
Claw marks?
Call in Bear Grylls for that. He can confirm to you if that is indeed the Great Witch Bezella, or not just a big old bird.
You must have seen them too. The traces of that fire when you entered this library.
Ah yes, there was part of this building that suffered noticeable damage. She's scared. She actually looks quite cute like that. I'm sorry, she just does.
Bezella is a fearful witch. How is all other witches doing her bidding? Long ago, this town was reduced to ashes as a result of her fiery magic. Reduced to ashes? That must have been, let me see, 100 or so years ago? It was on the evening of the Fire Festival, held every year in honour of the Great Witch Bezella.
Oh yeah, if you're holding a fire festival, then you're just begging for your town to get burned.
The Great Witch's fury was unleashed without warning as the entire town burned.
She thought that your festival was crap. Your festival's shit, I'm burning this town down. Don't hold any more fire festivals, guys. Your town will get burned. That's terrible. Oh no, she's a selfish witch, she is.
That was a legendary fire. Every person in this town knows about it.
Oh really? Were they around hundreds of years ago? I think not. Brothers are just the greatest people in the world, aren't they, guys? Anyway,
the rebuilding of this town was long and arduous?
I don't know, I've never heard that word before. Process.
And all the while, Bezella must have been watching and laughing from the shadows.
Oh my god. That's awful. I know it is, but I don't know why I'm laughing at it.
Even now, the legend of long ago,
yes,
continues to cause real suffering amongst the townsfolk.
Why?
To think a painting of that fearful witch could be right here in the basement of my beloved library. What's it doing here of all places?
Someone's trying to troll you, Miss Riddle. Don't worry, I'll kill them for you.
There's nothing for it. I just have to have this room sealed shut. Please, let's keep the existence of this room strictly between ourselves. For the good of the people. As for me, I shall do my best to forget all about this hidden room. I'm afraid I'd rather not remain in here a minute longer. It's time I started closing up the library for the day.
Okay, cool. You close up the library.
I can't help but feel we've done something wrong.
What, discover an ancient painting below a basement? Oh yeah, that's completely against the law, isn't it, Luke? Luke, do you recall the words towards the end of that message? Oh, you mean that message that drunk guy wrote?
Do you mean until then I will wait?
That's right. When we opened this door, or rather when we were guided towards opening this door, I could sense someone else's will at work. It's almost as if our following Carmine and coming to this library had all been planned out in advance.
Sure you don't mean that we were beckoned here by the Great Witch Bezella?
I don't know, what do you think, guys?
Bezella?
Yes, that's you! It's gonna be you near the end of the game, I can tell. Here's a painting. Cutscene. What?
Is something the matter?
Oh, okay. Oh, yep, she did it.
Are you feeling all right?
I was a dragon burning down a city.
I'm fine, really.
No, you're not. We can tell. You burned down the city, and you feel sorry for it. Your heart is turning evil. We all know it's gonna happen.
Spella? Yes? What is it?
Come on, at least tell us why you're like that.
Well, you've been so quiet. Oh, it's nothing. It's just that this room.
You were Bazella, you've forgotten about it, you're gonna be evil near the end of the game.
It's a little chilly, don't you think?
Just the way that she said that. It's a little chilly.
The atmosphere is a bit sinister. Not to mention that scary picture.
I don't really find it scary, I just find it a bit weird.
Maybe it's about time we made a move from here?
Oh yeah, alright,
Yes,
Luke.
indeed.
Let's go. I said let's go. Those words at the end of the message. I will wait. The drunk guy's waiting for his girlfriend. What if we weren't meant to be the ones being called here? My voice went a bit high there, I'm sorry. Oh! It's another mystery! Oh, look, another mystery. Layton solved. Carmina's been doing this. And hidden in the Great Archive was the remains of an omnibus. Ugh. Can't read today. You read it. Are you done? I think you're done. Which screen? Which screen? There we go.
Phew, it's more relaxing here, isn't it? It felt so intense and claustrophobic down there.
I'm actually claustrophobic myself. I wouldn't go into that room. Well, I probably would if these two were here, but not on my own, no.
Yes, it certainly did. Today's been full of surprises. Not only did I meet up with you two again, but we also found that mural in the library. It seems that this town really does hold a mysterious secret, doesn't it? What should we do now?
Go home? I'd certainly like to learn more about this magic. We've been here for quite some time, it must be getting late. Probably best if we wind up our investigation today and take a rest. You must both be feeling tired.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I'd be happy to do a little more investigating with you two. But I have an errand to run before it gets too late. I'm still up for investigating further. Whatever the puzzle, I'm ready to solve it.
What was that?
Luke, I could hear your tummy rumbling from here just now.
That was his tummy. Oh my god.
Well, I can't pretend I'm not a little hungry. You still haven't arranged accommodation yet. Why don't you both stay at the bakery? There's room free, so I'm sure you'll be alright. And Mrs. Eclair would love to have you. What do you say?
Well, if you put it like that, we'll be delighted to stay. Thank you, Isabella.
And there's still that delicious bread too. I'm looking forward to it already.
Professor Layton... No, wrong voice.
Professor Layton, do you have to be going?
Yep, sorry. Yes, sorry for all the trouble we put you to.
Not at all, though I still can't get used to that there being a secret room under the library. It's been a while since I last met someone capable of solving my puzzles. As promised, you have my permission to borrow the Grand Grimoire.
I still can't say it.
If you ever need for it in the future, please drop by and let me know.
Thank you very much, Miss Mister. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, there's just one more thing.
What?
I have all of the previous puzzles stored here in this library. As you continue with your investigations here in Labyrinthia, there will be likely puzzles that you cannot solve or which you do not find. Such puzzles will come to me.
So, it's like that puzzle granny in the, in a diabolical box, isn't it? You know, Pandora's box.
Anytime you wish to solve such puzzles, just visit me and I'll show them to you.
Puzzles that we cannot solve or do not find, you say? Very well. Now I look forward to seeing you again.
I'll be waiting. Please take care on your way home. It's already become dark out there. And if I remember rightly, the storyteller's latest story did mention the evening.
Yep. You take care too. Until we meet again, Miss Mister. Yay, we got the Grand Grimoire. I still can't say it, I'm sorry. Okay, so...
Wow, it's already dark out here. I didn't realise we were in there so long.
Looks as if it must have been raining up until a moment ago. The ground is still wet.
Yes, that reminds me of Mrs. Clare was saying before we left. She said you might want to hurry. It looks like it might rain at any time. Let's get moving on. You too, Isabella. Hey, where is she?
Oh, that's strange. She's not here. She's run off, hasn't she? Back down to that basement.
I wonder where she could have gone.
Perhaps she's still in the Great Archive. Oh, here comes book carrying man.
Slowly does it, step by step. Oh, are you two still here? Can you let me through? I have to lock up. Hello, Dewey. Have you seen Isabella?
If you're looking for Isabella, she left a while ago. She left while you were still talking to Miss Mister.
I wonder why.
She said something about having to buy some milk, even though it's still raining. Yes, I do remember Miss Clare asking her to get some milk for the bakery.
It was raining, you said?
Yes, it started raining about the time you all went down into that library basement. When Isabella left just now, she looked as if the rain was about to stop. Yes, she left a message for you. She said to go back without her.
But she didn't have to go alone, especially in the dark.
Don't shut down on me, computer. I'm sure she'll be fine. It's only milk she needs, then she can get it at the market. It's not far, so she should be back soon. If anything, I'd be more worried about you two being the ones in danger. You know, in the story it said there were two companions. If your work here is finished, then I suggest you both go home. I don't want to get caught up in anything. Look, why don't we head back to the bakery and wait for Isabella there?
I suppose so. I guess she'll be alright, right?
Yeah, she'll be alright. We just have to wait. Play the waiting game, mates. Go to here.
I smell freshly baked bread. I wonder if that could be Mr. Clare's work. Let's go inside.
Yes we could. Although we could also take a walk around the town at night. If there's nothing else you'd particularly like to see, perhaps we should head back in. Go into the bakery, mates. Whoa! Welcome back. I prepared the evening meal already.
Wow, it looks great.
Maya!
Hang on, where's Isabella?
I'm afraid we were separated when you went to go get that milk. Has she not come back yet? Oh dear. Maybe I was asking too much of her. My apologies. I should have stopped her had I had the chance. There's nothing you need worry about, Mr. Layton. That girl knows her way around. I'm sure she'll be back soon. Let's go ahead and eat while we're waiting for her. Eating, nom nom nom, nom 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 nom, nom nom nom, nom 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 nom.
I love it when we all get to eat together. Meals are so much enjoyable that way.
I've never had bread and jam that tasted this good before. Hope Isabella gets back soon.
Oh yeah, you guys went out to the Great Archive with her, didn't you?
Did you find what you were looking for? Well, it's a bit of a mystery, really. What do you mean? In truth, we went out there to investigate the mystery that is Labyrinthia. However, what we found was quite the puzzle. Alright, a puzzle, huh?
You know, I get the impression puzzles are pretty popular in this town.
Do you not know what a puzzle is, Nick?
Not that I know exactly.
Well, we spend a lot of time baking. It's not really the kind of thing we're supposed to know about, I guess. Indeed, it appears the two of you are a little unsure about the concept of puzzles.
Say, Mr. Layton, do you think you could give us a little Puzzle 101 crash course? I'm kind of curious.
Sorry. It would be my pleasure, Miss Fay, but rather than explaining it in words, I believe actually trying your hand at the puzzle will be far more rewarding. Here, I'll give you both a simple example to think about. Now then, here we have two long loaves of bread placed side by side. You'll notice that they form the number 11. Do you see what I mean?
Oh yeah, I get it.
So that's what a puzzle is. Not quite, Miss Fay. The puzzle is what follows next. What I'd like you to do is, I'd like you to see if you can change this to a number lower than 11. A lower number?
So how about if I take one of the loaves?
However, the one condition is that you must add another loaf, exactly the same type.
You need to add another loaf? Even though we add a loaf, the number has to be lower. I think I'm beginning to see what you mean by puzzle. Wait, I think I got it. I may just be a baker, but I bet I have the right answer. If I place the extra loaf sideways like this, then 1 minus 1 equals 0.
That looks like a H, Phoenix. I'm sorry, it does.
Oh, give me a break, Nick. That's totally the letter H. We're trying to solve a puzzle here, not win a spelling bee.
Oh, come on. It can't be the only one that sees 1 minus 1, right? Turning it into a matter of arithmetic is certainly an interesting approach. You, think so? Well, certainly. That's precisely the kind of flexible thinking needed for solving puzzles. Now, let's think again.
Take a seat and leave this to a pro, Nick. How about this? You just take this new loaf and ta-da! Now that's 1 minus 1. Hey, eating is cheating! Really? Because it feels more like winning to me.
You're full of surprises, Miss Fay. I didn't expect that kind of innovation.
I solved the puzzle and enjoyed the bread. Win-win, baby!
But didn't Mr. Layton tell us at the start that we need to add another loaf of the exact same type?
Huh? Seriously?
That's right. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I can't accept this as a solution to the puzzle.
Well, alright, but is there really another better solution?
Well, what do you think? Can either of you think of a different solution? I'm drawing a blank. I guess this kind of thing just isn't for me. Both came up with such creative answers. I'm sure you'll be solving puzzles in no time. But now it's time for the solution. The important thing is this puzzle solution is the angle of the loaf that is added. If the new loaf is placed upright like so,
oh, I get it. It's the number 1.1, right? Hey, that's right. That's a lot lower than 11.
Exactly. When solving puzzles, there is never just one correct method. Essentially, to think flexibly and try many means to solve it. Sometimes critical thinking is the key to success. Right, I see what you mean. These puzzles are really something else.
Well, if I see another puzzle like this, I'd still rather eat my way to the solution.
Oh my, I never stop being awesome. You know, I don't think I'm cut up with this brain-busting bread puzzles like this. I'll stick with the good old regular bread things.
That's because we're ace bakers. I guess we're better suited than using our hands than our heads.
Is that so? In truth, I can't help but think you're both a little out of place as bakers, if you'll pardon my saying so. Naturally, I won't force puzzles upon you. But if either of you should be interested, I would heartily recommend giving puzzle solving a try.
Professor, right now there's something else we'll need to try. Miss Sinclair's freshly baked bread is getting cold. And I'm sure it tastes better hot.
Oh dear, so it is. You know I can get when it comes to puzzles. Right, eating at the bakery, yes.
Well, young man, I must say it's a pleasure to have someone show such appreciation for my baking. When it comes to your bread, Mrs. Eclair, sorry. Wait a minute, is she married? Who is she married to? Phoenix? There's no limit to how much I could eat. Luke! Luke! You shouldn't have said that! Oh dear. Oh dear. My, aren't you a darling? Well, in that case, I suppose I just have to bring out my special reserve. Hold on a moment, I'll just go and fetch it. Right, I think it's time I started preparing tomorrow's bread. Oh yes, me too. I'm sure there must be that time already. What? Oh my god. Professor, what was that all about? I'm not entirely sure, but I do seem struck by a sudden sense of impending doom. Oh, Godzilla's coming to kill us all. Sorry to have kept you waiting. There you go, have at it, but be warned. I won't take kindly to any leftovers. Whoa, this loaf! Wait, where did those two go? Miss Meyer, Mr. Knight! Luke, it would appear that we have been left to tackle this particular task alone. Oh dear. Oh dear. If only they had me with them. I'll be scoffing that bread. Since I've actually committed two of the deadly sins. The ones I committed are gluttony and sloth, so if they had me there with them, then they would stand a chance. Okay. Phew, I'm stuffed! I believe this must be the most bread I've ever eaten in my life. Wait a sec. I've just realised we finished eating, but Spella's still isn't back yet. She went to the market, didn't she? Perhaps we ought to go and... What? Oh my, customers at this late hour? I'm sorry, but we're closed. Oh dear. That's him, that man over there. So he's the one, is he? Who? Just a minute, what do you think you're doing, barging in here like this? Stand aside, madame, this is a matter of urgency. What are you going to do? You there, porcupine head. You're coming with us. Huh? Porcupine head? You don't mean me. Me, do you? Who else in this room fits that description? Suddenly you would appear to be alone on that particular front. Oh yeah, this is payback for facing us alone with that large bit of bread, Phoenix. I wish I had a top tattoo right about now. Enough of your idle chit-chat, time to get going. Huh? What do you mean? Well, it should be quite obvious. You come into the court, of course. What? The court? It looks like he's just had a heart attack. What, Mr. I, what did you do? Yeah, what did you do? I didn't do anything. The only thing you would accuse me of is making bread that's too good to eat. Ahem. This man is not the one who's on trial. In that case, why is Mr. Wright being made to go to court? That's simple, because the girl has requested him, of course. Girl? What girl? Naturally, the girl facing trial for this evening's crime. That heinous witch, Miss Spella Cantabella, no less. Oh, they finally figured it out, have they? Is this a dun 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 moment? Yep. Dun dun dun! EastEnders. Dun 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 dun. Barton's Burger. Dollhouse Drama. I might have to get that one a try.
Okay. Yeah, I want to save. Let's do this. We're going to be facing another trial, so I want to try this out. Do this. Okay. Water, yes. Lamps, okay. Milk. Water, I don't know. Guess that's milk. Oh wait, that's a speller, so yeah, that's milk that she's carrying.
Don't want no fuss and we don't want to hurt you, alright? Yeah, we just want your money, that's all. And
Oh
you give it to
no,
us
it's
right without
bandits.
fuss.
Down goes the oil lamp. Wow. That was a bit of a brutal death, wasn't it? There we go. Don't worry, Speller. I think you can be forgiven. Maybe. I don't know. The Fire Witch, Chapter 2. Alright. Oh, this court looks like a torture room. What is this place? It's a torture room, I just told you. This room is lit, but somehow still dark and the atmosphere feels heavy. Nick, what are you doing in a place like this? Hope they remember at this point. Swear to God, if they don't, I will rage. How should I know? We're just a couple of bakers, but I don't think they brought us here to make bread. Yikes, it's amused that guard's staring daggers at us right now. Mr. Wright, Maya! Oh, hello there, Isabella. You look terrible over there. Seriously, artists, you need to get better at presenting people at a distance.
Isabella, what exactly is going on?
Oh, there we go, now you look good.
I'm sorry, I was the one who sent for you both.
You sent for us?
I'm being put on trial.
Wait, what? What happened?
I don't know. I just don't understand what's going on.
Basically, you killed people with fire. That's what happened.
I didn't do anything wrong. I couldn't possibly murder anyone.
Well, I just saw you murder some people with fire, so...
Murder? I beg you, Mr. Wright, please, I need your help just one more time.
You need my help?
Of course I possibly do.
Spiller, I'm just a baker. The one thing I know about law is how to not get on the wrong side of it. No, you know more of that, Phoenix. You will remember eventually. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to smack you on the face with a giant book in order to make you remember.
Hold on a minute. Wait, hold on a sec. Speller, what did you just say? You said you need Nick's help just one more time?
One more time?
I'm not quite sure myself, but when the knights came and took me, a vision suddenly appeared in my mind. It was Mr. Wright.
Yes!
He was fighting for me, defending me. That blue-blade figure, it was clear as day.
Yes! I was fighting for you? Yes, you were, Mr. Phoenix, I mean. Yes, you were, Phoenix, right. You are a lawyer.
No way, that's impossible.
I mean, it's like I already said. I'm just a baker. I have a hard enough time rolling dough, let alone defending someone in court.
I thought the same thing too, first, but I don't think that's quite true. You admire it sometime somewhere. You helped me. You fought for me as a defender.
A defender? Are we getting into court now? No.
What's wrong, Nick?
I wish I knew Maya, but hearing Speller mention a defender, I can't help but feel something inside of me just burning at the mention of it. Oh, here we go. Accused, defender. It is time. Head forth, you two.
Head forth? Where are we going exactly?
To the courtroom, in which today's trial will be taking place. The Chamber of Fire. That sounds like a wonderful name, doesn't it?
Chamber
Of fire? Make haste, if you are but a moment late, a guilty verdict will be delivered immediately. Yikes.
What? No way!
You better get in there quickly, guys.
Mr. Wright. I'm truly sorry, Mr. Wright. I know this is all so sudden. It's a lost cause, isn't it?
No, it's not, Speller. We're gonna save you, even though I know that you're the Great Witch Bezella.
Well then, let's head inside, Speller. Huh? This is overwhelming pressure. It feels so familiar somehow. Almost like deja vu. Mr. Wright!
Let's go, Maya. Maybe we'll get a better idea once the trial gets underway. Come on, Maya.
Alright, let's do this, Nick.
Let's go into the Chamber of Fire. That sounds like a wonderful name, doesn't it? Oh, look, this...
What is this heat? It's like an oven in here. I will now pronounce the verdict. This court finds the accused guilty of being a witch.
Oh, look, it's already been passed over. Don't worry, guys. Oh, wait, it's a different person.
I'm not a witch! Please, please, I beg you to reconsider! I'm not...
Oh, awesome.
Be cast straight into the hellfire!
Hellfire, dark fire. Oh, okay, explosion. Maya feels sorry for a person she just met.
So, this is the witch's court.
Yes. Your surprised face says it all.
So how are you feeling, Nick?
She's finished crying. I'd forgotten what this felt like up until now.
Huh?
The butterflies in my stomach, the tension so thick you could slice it with a knife. All of these feelings. These are all feelings that I'm definitely familiar with. Anyway, we're here to fight for Spella and get her out of this place. Out of this cage, I mean.
That's right.
Stop closing down on me.
Is now in session for the trial of Espella Cantabella.
Awesome.
Defender.
Yes?
Yes, Your Honor?
Yes.
Yours is a face I've not seen in any past trials.
Right, we shall continue this next time. Sorry to stop so suddenly, but seriously, I am nearly coming over. So, thank you for watching and goodbye.